This segment's being sponsored by Tri-Green Equipment. Stop in and see them at 21 locations in Alabama, Mississippi, and Tennessee. They can take care of all your Honda, Steel, and John Deere needs. All right, guys, this segment's coming to you from our friends over at Courtney's Restaurant and Catering at 4066B North Mount Juliet Road in Mount Juliet, Tennessee. Or y'all can give the owners, Tom Courtney, a call, 615-754-7548. Let them take care of all your delivery and catering needs. All right, welcome back to the studio. We've been just kind of talking a hodgepodge tonight. You know, everything outdoors is going on right now, so sure that's the deal. But Anthony, you guys, now I don't think, Rod, you're not in the CWD county, are you? So both of you guys are in CWD counties. So to a lot of us here in Middle Tennessee, that don't mean as much, but the CWD zone is growing and growing and growing, and people need to pay attention to the difference in regulations. But my point is there's a few changes this year.
Yeah, it is.
And so I was just going to ask you, Anthony, about a few of those changes.
Okay. Well, number one, it's only like 4 or 5 counties left in West Tennessee that's not in unit CWD. You know, and really, Kentucky, from my understanding, they're starting to get worried because it's only one, you know, it's a high-risk county, and one, you know, it's not in the zone buffer, and that's it. But some of the changes this year, if you kill a deer, no matter what, buck or doe, and it tests positive, you get a voucher for $75 to be processing on your next deer. Okay. If you kill 2 positive deer, you get a free sportsman's license for the 22-23 season. Okay, like, you know, I got my lifetime, so if I kill 2 positive deer, because where I hunt's right in the zone, but I don't really shoot them no more, but then I can gift that sportsman's license to anybody I wanted to.
That's great.
So, okay, the other change, we still have the earn a buck. For every 2 does you kill, you earn a buck. But if you kill a buck and it has CWD, you'll get a replacement tag. That replacement tag can roll over to next season. Okay. The earn a buck cannot, but the replacement buck tag, or you know, you may have 3 or 4 replacement buck tags if you kill that many positive, and they will roll over to the next year, to the 22-23 season. Well,
I mean, I think that's pretty good incentives they're throwing out there.
I do too.
You know, I give TWRA a hand on that this isn't an easy situation. You're not going to make everybody happy. That's not going to happen. They're doing the best they can. But I tell you what, they are putting some really good incentives out there for hunters to try to get them to help, you know, do their part. That's pretty neat. I mean, that you can take and gift that. You know, for example, that sportsman's license. I mean, and I know you and how you are. Some kids going to end up with a sportsman's license.
If I kill 2, you're exactly right.
And so that's a great way of them, you know, kind of pushing and getting people to get them tested. Because the biggest thing is I know it's not the easiest thing in the world to get it and take it and have it tested and wait on it and all that. But I'll tell you, I'm in Wilson County. Most of the deer we hunt are in Wilson County, and I have them tested. And you know, we haven't had one anywhere around us, and you might think, well, that's a little bit overkill. No, it's not. Go down there and check the cooler at Cedars 11 where I drop my deer off. There's so many samples in there, sometimes you can't shut the cooler. There's that many people that's having them tested. Well, that's good, because if you happen to catch that one deer in Wilson County, or that one, you know, you need to know that as quick as you can.
Another thing too, Brandon, for CWD that people need to realize, especially if they're coming from this part of the county, because a lot lot of people do, because we can use rifles, muzzleloader, or archery.
Here in 3 weeks, you guys can tow a rifle to the woods.
During the velvet hunt, if you hunt in unit CWD, regardless of what weapon you use, you have to wear orange.
Yeah, that's right.
The 500 square inches orange rule is in effect. It don't matter if you got a bow, crossbow, you still have to wear orange.
Yeah, that makes sense because it's a rifle season.
That's right.
So because of that, you know, you got to have it. It don't matter. And, you know, I think, throw me your number out there again this year. What do you think y'all end up taking on velvet this year?
Well, I mean, I've been pretty close every year, of course, with the rifle. You know, I'm saying maybe 150, 200. At the most, and I'm going to say more close to 150.
I think it'll go down, personally, because only something like Roger, for example. Roger, you've got a velvet buck on the wall. Beautiful deer. But you're not going to be in a big rush now to run out there and get another velvet deer and put it on the wall, you know. So what I think, and Anthony, you agree with, we've talked a little bit about this before, and I think as people, they get a buck, that's great, they got what they wanted. You know, I don't think they're going to be as eager to run back out there again.
You know, and you've heard me say it every year, Brandon. it's like the folks that don't live in Unit CWD, I hate to say it, but they really don't have a clue.
And they don't understand. They don't. I mean, we're just kind of in the dark down here about it because it's two different worlds. We see it on Facebook every year. They're going to slaughter deer in Unit CWD. It's never happened. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. No. Everything's going to be fine.
That's right.
So everything will be just fine.
Other than the disease is there, it's here to stay, and we just got to make the. I'm not changing anything I've done. The only thing we're talking about is we are seeing less of the 4.5-year-old deer.
Yeah.
I don't have a single one on camera this year.
Well, that's right. They don't. They seem to kind of.
And it's like I was talking with James Kelly with TWRA, and with Bubba, our game warden, said, people that like shooting mature deer, if we want to kill another deer, we may have to change our strategy to shoot the biggest 3.5-year-old that we can. That's all we can do. It's all we can do, something like that. So,
frog in my throat, guys.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Yeah.
We'll take a quick break.
Live the G3 life. Visit Nashville Marine, your local G3 and Yamaha outboard dealer.
When you think about it, we're a lot more predictable than you realize. We do the same things at the same places at the same times, with no second thought. We're creatures of habit, but fortunately, so are they. This is where your favorite pastime meets a new era of hunting technology. You might not get to spend as much time on your favorite spot as you'd like, but with the all-new line of cellular trail cameras from Sniper Hunting Products, you never really leave. Sniper Hunting Products.
This is gonna be the good life. Gonna be the G3 life. This could really be the good life. The G3 life.
Live the G3 life. Visit Nashville Marine, your local G3 and Yamaha outboard dealer.
It's here, and it is big. A white-tailed challenge for all hunters to test their hunter skills. Set your sights to reward your passion. Your next harvest could pay you big bucks. Enter today or reserve now at apexcompetitions.com.
All right, everybody, this week's calendar of events is being sponsored by Bird Eye Supply. Y'all can find them at Mount Juliet, Tennessee at 6966 Lebanon Road. That's about a quarter mile west of Highway 109. Go in there and see our buddy Vincent Lanning and his crew and let them take care of all of your plumbing needs, but also your outdoor needs now. We keep ribbing him. It's going to be Vincent's Outdoors in the backside of the warehouse for long, but again, he's going to have a reveal before long, too.
He is.
So looking forward to that. Sorry about that a while ago, guys. I got choked up. I don't know what in the world, but I thought Anthony's going to have to give me the Heimlich over there or something.
Get up and do that, yeah.
The beauty of live TV, right? Well, there's a few things on the schedule. I want to mention that, first off, on Tuesday nights, there's a tournament that goes on every Tuesday night at Cordell Hall at Martins Creek, and Rob Dale puts that on. And it's really a growing little tournament. And Cordell's one of my favorite lakes. It's not very well known, and I don't mind that, but it is a great lake. So you guys get up there and support some of these local tournaments. Also, coming up, there's going to be a SWAT meet. Now, this is the Gallatin High School team. I'm going to read this off here. Y'all can contact Hal Hendricks, 615-476-0145. But this is going to be friends of the Gallatin High School fishing team. They're going to be hosting an outdoorsman swap meet and pancake breakfast. That's August 28th from 7 to 9 a.m. The swap meet's going to be from 8 to noon, and that's going to be at the Pavilion in Triple Creek Park in Gallatin there. So y'all be sure to go check it out. They say everything: reels, rods, lures, tree stands, you name it. No firearms allowed. You can go down there for free. If you want to have a display table, it's just $10. Again, y'all can reach out to Hal Hendricks, 615 476-0145. He can get you some more information on that. That'll probably be a pretty fun deal, guys.
Yeah,
Those swap meets are fun.
Yep.
Good place to go down and see an array of just about anything you can imagine. People cleaning out their garages and shops and getting rid of things.
And what's
sometimes
trash
you
to
might-
one is
That's
trash
exactly
to another.
right. Go down there and find you the steal of a lifetime
Yep.
somewhere. And a lot of times you'll find, like at our local one here in Mount Juliet, Gibby Gibson, who's been on the show here before, he has all the antique lures and things. You'll see guys like him
Yep.
be down there set up, and there's just a lot of neat stuff with these swaps. And this one supports the local fishing team, and you know that's a big deal
Yep.
for us. You know, speaking of that, Richard and Mike were down at the National Championship this past week, and I've got to say a big shout out to the Tennessee Bass Nation. You know, we knew they were going to go out and they were going to really show out for Tennessee. They did a great job. I want to let y'all know that Dylan and Carter Nutt, that were on the show a couple weeks ago, ended up being third in the nation, guys. They were third place, but out of Sale Creek, right here, also in Tennessee, our national champions came out of Sale Creek, and we're looking forward to inviting those guys to come down here in just a few weeks and be on the show with us. Had another Tennessee team, 4 teams.
Yeah, top
guys.
12, yeah.
12 teams in the nation out of 300 and something boats, and 4 of those teams were from the state of Tennessee.
Yep.
That ended up in the end, and so super proud of each and every one of them. We had a lot of teams too. That's just to mention the top 12. We had a lot of teams in the top 25.
Yep.
And when you're talking 300 plus boats from all over the nation, I mean, that's
That
really
says a
saying
lot.
something. We're so super
Hey,
proud of
I
them.
was going to give a shout out on Sunday at 3 o'clock. The Scotts Hill student anglers, they're having their scholarship banquet. They're having last year's. It was canceled for COVID. They're doing last year's and this year's. I know I'm going to
Yeah,
it.
and that's Coach Nick Hart.
That's right. And so that'll be their scholarship banquet. It's going to be this Sunday. It's open to the public. You know, I think it's $5 charge. But I mean, Scotts Hill. I mean.
Again, it's a chance to go down there and support these kids.
That's right. It really is.
In an organization that you know, as far as for the youth, is second to none.
Yes.
I mean, it really is, and you see it in the kids. You guys see it at home when we have them here on the show. I mean, many times we'll have them in here that, you know, they'll be 13, 14 years old, and they're sitting here answering questions on how to fish ledges on
We had a
Pickwick
girl,
Lake or something, you know.
Grayson Sullivan was on with Nick on our show the other night, and I'm telling you, I was just so amazed of just, you know, but these young girls and ladies, you know, fishing like that. And you and I watched her. We know how she can finesse fish.
Yeah, she can fish.
Yes.
They flat out can. But guys, really appreciate both of you being here tonight.
I enjoyed
and
it,
looking forward to the next few weeks. Again, Roger and I got a good show coming up here in a few weeks from the
I'll
river.
see you next week.
Got a trout show. You're going to be here next week. If y'all get out on that water, be sure to wear your life jacket each and every time you get on it. And when you get to checking those stands, wear your safety harness. We'll see you right back here again next week for some more Southern Woods and Waters.